everyone, and welcome to She Rides, the podcast where women's cycling takes the lead. I'm Saar.
And I'm Kristof, and today we're diving into the latest race results and hot topics in women's cycling.
And we have a guest joining us to share her story. Let's get started. Ready? Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 57 of She Rides. First of all, Happy New Year. And we took going into the new year with a bang, quite literally, because we have a very nice guest joining us today. Hi, Elisa.
Hi, I'm Elisa Longo Borghini, rider for Team UAE ADQ. And I'm happy to chat with you, and Happy New Year to all the listeners.
Well, yeah, I think we can also say we're very happy to have you on today. Let's maybe just start in the beginning, right? How did you first get into cycling?
Oh, long ago now, to be honest. It's because of my brother. It's his fault. He's been the first one in the family starting cycling, and then he's been a professional rider for 11 years until 2014. And when I was 9, I started cycling because I wanted to emulate him, and he was my hero basically. I went to every single race of his, and I followed him basically everywhere. Kind of a little sister stalker, and yeah. And then I asked my parents to make me join the local club.
Yeah.
Oh,
And how difficult...
refreshing, Saar, to have someone who didn't start cycling during the COVID period.
No, not at all.
And so, that was how you got into cycling, but how difficult was it at that time for you to really the path to professional cycling? Because, women's cycling at that time wasn't very big.
I have to say that for me it was, I don't know how to explain. It was quite a normal process. I went through the youth categories, then I stopped for a year and a half because I was 16. You're a bit silly. You want to do something else. You want to study a little bit more. You want to experience something else than sport. And then when I was at half year, second year junior, I don't know what happened in my mind, and I was like, okay, I go for a bike ride, and I started again. And finally, in 2011, because I was very bad I was not strong at all as a junior, so I did the third year. And in Italy, if you do the third year junior, you are like lowest level of the lowest level, like 0, -0. But I loved cycling, so I kept going. And in 2011, I got the chance to ride for Fassa Bortolo, which is still a Conti team this year. I have to thank the team manager at the time, because he gave me an opportunity, and I went straight into Homelope and Newsblad. I was 5th, and his first race with the elite, and High Tech Products noticed me, and the next year I had a contract with that team. So it was okay, like nothing crazy, nothing special, no big dramas I had. Of course, the salary was not a salary, it was more a reimbursement for your expenses. But in both in Fassa Bortolo and in High Tech, I had everything covered. I can't complain at all. Like, we didn't have so much, especially the first year. I was earning 250 euros, but all the travels, all the costs, everything was covered by the team. And also, when we had only one bike and few clothing, but if Lucio Rigato, the team manager of that team, had one spare jersey to give to the riders, he would give it to us. Like, he would give everything. And the same in High Tech. They asked us to stay over in Belgium, basically from a couple of weeks, 10 days before Omloop. And then we stayed until the Flash Wallon, more or less. We had a budget of 150 euros to go back home. But in the end, 150 euros to fly with your bike, to fly with your luggage and everything was quite a lot. So you could maybe do back and forth once. But you had an accommodation, you had everything covered by the team again. I have to say, I was very lucky in my career. I met the right persons, the right people, and I met a lot of passionate people in my life.
Wow, that's great. And yeah, I think it will be hard to in one episode go over all the key moments in your career. But do you have some yourselves, like this were some of the key moments that helped me be the person I am today?
Surely being fifth in my first elite race in Belgium
Yeah, that's
was,
crazy.
yeah, that was actually pretty easy, let's
Oh,
say.
come
Because
on.
no, not easy in the race, but
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course, we came by car
yeah.
the evening before the race, and we arrived around 11 in the evening, and the race started at 11 in the morning. The team tactic was stay up front, and that was it. But then I looked at the start list, and I saw that Johansson was at the start, and I was like, I need to follow this rider because she's one of the best of the peloton. And then I just followed her the entire day, and she attacked on Kluisberg, went down, did Côte de Trieux, down. We went into Paterberg, and I was already a block, so I had no idea of the parkour, no idea where I was. I didn't know that the Paterberg was the Paterberg. I just followed her everywhere, and then I was already pretty tired, and I was also shy, but I had no kilometers, nothing. So I went to her and I asked, "Are we almost at the finish line?" And she she turned to me and she looked at me and she was like, "We are not even halfway." I was like, "Okay." And then I went back. I was like, "It's gonna be a long day." Um, and then there was Lucinda Brand coming back together with Chantal Black. I think Andrea Bosman and another rider. And we were five, and I was fifth out of five in the sprinting hand. So yeah. But there, it was a key moment because High Tech noticed me because Johansson at
Yeah.
times was riding for High Tech, and they contacted me mid-season, and I was like, yeah, 100%. Like I sign now with my blood. Like I come to Belgium like straight away if you want. So yeah, that was surely one of my luckiest moments in my career.
You still say hi to Carl when you meet him at the
Yeah,
races?
yeah,
Cool.
always. Yeah, always. And sometimes I also text him or he texts me. I have a very good memory of that team, and I'm very thankful to them.
Mhm. Cool. But, and then of course in 2012, 2013, those were like your real breakthrough years for you. Let's put it that way. How did you experience that all? Like coming from the bottoms, like you said, of Italian cycling as a third year junior category up to high tech, and then well, yeah, finishing fifth in Omloop Nieuwsblad, riding with the best.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just riding. um, I have to say it was helpful for me to ride and to stay in Belgium, to ride in Belgium, because I naturally got used to cobbles, riding in those like grim conditions of of Belgium, because in the end, if there is one day when it's rainy, you're like, maybe I skip the training, I go on the rollers, but then it's raining maybe for a week long and you just have to go. So yeah, it was just a nice experience, to be honest. And then I could do all those Lotto Belgian Cup, and they are very helpful races if you want to develop as a rider. And then I still have the best memories of those years where you were going by bike to the race, coming back by bike. Was just, yeah, it was cool, and I have very good memories about those years. And then in 2013, I got my first World Cup victory in Binda, which is basically my home race. Yeah, it was definitely a breakthrough year together with the World Championships in 2012.
Yeah. And then in 2013, you just crashed at the Italian Championships and then just missed Giro close to home. So I think that's maybe the first setback you experienced in your career. How hard was that moment for you, and how challenging was that comeback? Because it was probably a first.
Yeah, one of the many.
Yeah.
um, it was hard. I mean, it was a very bad injury, to be honest. It was not only, I crashed really hard and I went under a guardrail. I broke my pelvis, but most of all, I cut all my abs until
Oh.
the organs, basically. So I had 120 stitches inside and 25 outside. So it was really annoying to get back, because it was a long journey. Um, but yeah, how can I say? I think as an athlete, you always look ahead and you always look uh, forward to heal the fastest and to get back racing. I didn't do anything special. I just healed up, trained hard, and tried to get a spot for the World Championships. And that was the main, the target that I set when I was in hospital. I was like, okay, I don't want my season to finish here. I'm gonna go to the World Championships and I'm gonna do my absolute 100% to be there. And I remember, it was it was a tough ask to my body. But it was nice to be able to go to the World Championships to fight for the spot and then to be there. But I remember the fatigue that I felt after the race. I think it was also a little bit of stress release. I I started to feel so much pain in my body, and I had 2 days where I was barely able to walk, kind of, because probably I accumulated a lot of stress, a lot of fatigue, and after the goal passed, I was just done, cooked. But it was. If I look back, I'm proud of myself, and I'm thankful to my family because they supported me, and especially my mom. She lifted me up from the bed and she was like, okay, now we walk. And then she was like, okay, now you jump on the rollers. And I was the first one who wanted to do that. But when you have somebody that is like, yeah, let's do it, why not? It's even better. So I really have to thank that woman. She's so strong.
That's why you're so strong probably today as well. It's probably in the genes, Elisa. Then from then on, you've won basically everything. Olympic medals, GC titles, major races, world championships, world cups, whatever it is.
Never a
Yeah.
world championship.
You know. Okay.
Never a championships beside the Italian championships.
Yeah.
Italians.
Yeah, that was actually on my question list as well. Is that something you want to focus on this year on the championships, or?
After Rwanda, I stopped. I'm like, I don't believe in world championships anymore. You know, it's like when you discover that Santa does not exist. Like I'm like, no. If we have to race like losers at the world championships, then I don't even go.
There we have the opinion about the last world championships.
Yeah. I honestly, I'm very honest and straight. The leaders rode like idiots, and I'm part of them, and I take the responsibility of myself and my own team, because in the end, I messed up also the Italian team tactic. But I believe that also the other riders, the major riders, have to take their own responsibility. And at the same time, I give my 110% respect to the ones that attacked, and to Magdalene Vallier to to be the bravest and to be the strongest that day and won the race.
Yeah, in the end, she won. I mean, it was up to the favorites to just race. I mean, you cannot blame her for winning world championships. I think
No,
it's
100% not.
Yeah.
And I think she deserves the rainbow. She chased it. We were just riding to make each other to lose, which is the worst way to ride.
Yeah.
We saw that in Omloop het Nieuwsblad as well last year. It's usually not the best tactic to use, racing not to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe chasing Liège next year then.
I don't know.
Well, another challenge.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we'll come back to that later, I think. But for some other questions, so yeah, you've raced with incredible riders from different generations. How would you compare the level from today to like 10 years ago?
So I have to say that the top riders were always very strong. What makes a huge difference between 10 years ago and now is the fact that those mid-level riders are stronger. It has become not more like the men's peloton, but the general level of the peloton has grown. So if 10 years ago, one of the top riders would attack, we would be like 10. In these last 3-4 years, there's a group of 30. So it means that the depth of the peloton is better. Like the peloton itself is stronger, and you don't make the difference now only with one move or only with one rider, but you make it with a team, with a team effort, with a team tactic, and you need to have a strong team. That's the main factor. Because people are speculating a lot by the fact that 10 years ago they were not strong and they could make the difference like in a glance of an eye, but it's not like that. It's that the peloton is stronger. It's not that the pinnacle of the peloton that is stronger. It is also a little bit, but the strong riders of the past were very strong, believe me. But now there are more and more stronger riders coming up, and there is a mid-level that is, we say the second line are stronger.
Yeah. Let's put it that way. If you used Rwanda tactics 10 years ago, you would get away with it, but not today.
No, 100%. Yeah.
Well, and something completely different, actually. So you are part of Fiamme Oro. Can you explain what it is and how it works?
I'm not part of it anymore.
Oh,
Um, I'm I went I went away. It's not the correct.
mm-hmm,
I left the police in 2022. Between 2022. But I can explain you how the army situation is working in Italy. So
mm-hmm,
basically, the best Italians can get a spot into the army. They get the opportunity to ride and to race, paid by the state. Um, and they are 100% like a police officer or uh, a soldier or stuff like that. They just don't um, do the service on the
yeah,
road, let's say, and they are part of the sport group. It's not only for cycling, but it's basically for every Olympic sport that is not professional, because there are only 4 sports in Italy that are professional, and it's soccer, basketball, tennis, and golf.
Okay.
Yeah, we could stay here forever to explain the reason why, but it's also
Yeah.
it's not only a bad thing. It's also
mm-hmm,
a thing to make this minor sports to survive. Because
yeah,
if every sport has to become professional, then the cost of having a team, having a gym, for example,
mm-hmm,
I think about karate or the martial arts sport, would become huge. So, men's cycling is a professional also. But so this way, the state can give the opportunity um, to help the athletes to get to the
mm-hmm,
Olympics, to have the funds to go to training camps. The army itself has some um, people like trainers and
mm-hmm,
coaches and stuff like that. Not in cycling, but in other sports that follows the athletes, and they are making the tournaments with the Fiamme Oro or Fiamme Azzurre or the army jersey. For cycling is a bit different. You basically stay all season long with your team, and you race the Italian championships with the Fiamme Oro or Fiamme Azzurre or the army jersey. The main reason why I left from the police is that I came to a point where I believed that I had to leave space to some other people, some people that
mm-hmm,
are really in need of a salary, because I had enough, and I felt like stealing money from the state.
yeah,
Mhm.
I had my salary, I had my team, I had all the insurances, I had maternity leave if I wanted.
mm-hmm,
I mean, I think it's the sign of the time. Like, cycling is evolving, and I prefer to leave the space maybe to a young rider that still has
yeah,
to develop than to just take. I mean, yeah, just to take money from the state
mm-hmm,
for what? Like,
Mhm.
I didn't want to benefit from something that could go to someone else that is really in need.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, that's
So
very nice. We need more
yeah,
people like you in every country, I think.
I think uh, at the state, I just think at the moment I'm a top rider and I don't need it. And that's
Mhm.
mm-hmm,
it. And
Yeah,
mm-hmm,
you just went back to the soul of the program. It's like developing and then helping
exactly.
young or less given or less established riders. And that, I think that's indeed the basis of the whole program. I think they
mm-hmm.
want to do in Italy. So yeah, nice decision.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And just to come back to that once more, what kind of impact had it on your career and your life?
When I joined the police, it was a huge impact because my salary was not high, and they gave me the opportunity to become the rider I am, to be able to have a pension plan, to be able to have some more economical stability, to be able to pay. I don't know how to say in English, contributes to the state.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Because I had a job. Meanwhile, with the contract that the team at that time I had, it was not a job at all, like, because it was not recognized in Italy as an employment. So it was for me very useful. And again, I'm glad that I joined, and I was very proud of it. But that I came to a point where I was like, now it's not needed anymore. Like, I can't, like, this money are coming from the people that are paying the taxes, and there are people that are earning 1,500 euros, and they are paying my salary. I don't think it's fair.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just another question about the Italian national team. Yeah, you probably race only within like Euros World, so not the most nice races maybe for you. But how does it differs racing with the Italian national team aside from racing with your trade team?
It's super cool to race with the Italian team. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I said that I stopped believing in
Yeah.
the World Championships, it's just because I really failed a goal last year that was one
Yeah.
of the main of of last year, and it still burns pretty much when I'm thinking about it.
Understandable.
Yeah, I get itchy when I think about it. So no, it's super cool. And what I like about the national team is the fact that we always race as a team,
Yeah.
and there's no doubts about it. We have a strong team, and even when we maybe never race together because we're always opponent, when we are into a championships, we do believe in the strength of the team, and we always try to accomplish the mission. Most of the time, we achieve it. Like, for example, we won in Leuven in 2021.
Yeah.
We did a lot of big podiums, I mean, big achievements, not only victories, but also medals, also at the Olympic Games. So I'm always very happy, and the vibes are always good, and we commit 100% into what we have to do.
That's great. And then you have been competing at the top level for many years, Elisa. Like, what still motivates you to keep improving after all those victories?
I mean, I have an immense love for my sport. I love cycling. I love what I'm doing, and I feel privileged. Um, and I don't know. For me, it's just um, my lifestyle, and then I don't know. I love too much the competition. It's just in my blood, and it I don't know. I don't see at the moment um why I should stop. But I truly believe that one day I will feel it in my heart. I will feel that is the moment to stop. And when I will stop, you will not see me in anywhere. Like, no Instagram, no Facebook, like zero. Ciao.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Done with
Oh,
that.
I don't have a good. I have Instagram, I have Facebook, but mostly because it's a duty to do it.
Yeah.
The rest, I don't know. I'm
Ah,
yeah.
okay, nice. Will you stay in cycling? Do you have the ambition to stay in cycling if you ever quit? Or are you just
I don't know if there is something nice to do. Yes. Otherwise, I'm not crazy about it. Like I see. For sure, there would be like couple of, yeah, I don't know, some. Don't make me think about these things. I don't even
Sorry.
consider to stop right now. Like
Okay.
I just think I just think I will leave for yeah, for a nice long trip with my husband, and then I see.
Okay, enough about that, Elisa.
Yeah.
It
But
makes you uncomfortable thinking about it.
no, not uncomfortable, but I never, yeah, I don't even think about retiring. So I'm just like,
Okay.
okay, I need to think about it.
Oh. So and then on the other hand, when things get really hard in a race, what mental strategies do you rely on to stay focused? How do you keep mentally strong in hard times?
There's no much secret behind it. Again, on social media, you hear a lot of silly stories about how to keep focused and how to stay in the moment when you are a block. The reality is that when you are a block, you are a block, and you have no other option than staying a block as much as you can, hoping that the others will explode, or hoping to find a good moment to attack. That's it. I just try to stay focused and to stay there as much as I can if I'm suffering, and especially when I'm the nail and I'm the one that is hanging like this, or when I'm the one attacking. So when I'm the hammer, I hope that the others are cracking pretty soon, then I can get away from them. That's it.
Yeah.
There is no secrets. Maybe I can tell you a lot of stories, but it's not true. I'm just yeah, I'm just going full gas as much as I can.
Keep working. It hurts as much for me as it hurts for the other ones. That's basically the
Yeah,
strategy.
yeah, maybe hoping that the others are hurting more than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if not, too bad. Maybe
No.
tomorrow. Yeah, and then how do you cope with external and internal pressure, Elisa? Because like you said, like there's especially in 2026 with all that social media pressure, and everybody is the best cycling coach ever. Like everybody has his or her opinion. Like, is it easy for you to step away from it and just say like, I'm Elisa and I just do what I do?
But yeah, there is a simple thing to do. You just stop reading the comments. Because in the end, I'm also sometimes when I'm watching the tour, or when I'm watching um especially the Tour de France Femme, because I never get the chance to
Oh,
race it, basically.
yeah.
You know, I'm like, oh, but she should attack. And then I'm like, Elisa, you are on the sofa. Like, shut up. Like, you know how they are feeling. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. That's my youngest one.
Yeah. And and then and then you try to just em- empathize with how they are feeling,
Yeah.
because as a rider, you know what it means to be maybe there a block and to be hanging on the wheel of the opponent. For sure, what is the hardest is to cope with your own pressure that you put on yourself. That is not only pressure, but it's the the motivation. For me, it's more the will succeed in that in that precise moment. And when it's not working, I get furious. And my poor husband knows it. But yeah, in the end, also pressure for me, it's kind of good, because if you don't have pressure from outside, it means that they don't believe in you, first of all, and they don't expect you to be good. So I'm just like, okay, if they put pressure on me, if they name me as the race favorite, is a great honor, like, because they think I can do very well, and I want to show them that I am good. If I fail, you know, there is only one thing: you have to accept it, because in sports you will always find somebody stronger, or a bad day, or an unlucky day, and that's it. The day after, it's another day, and you go back training.
Mhm. Yeah, it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
If you're able to reduce it just like that, they think that's good. And how is Italian press, Elisa, with women's cycling? Because in Belgium, everything what Lotte Kopecky does, for example, is under a magnifying glass. Or she wins every race she does, or she fails. That's how is it in Italy? Do you get more reading room from the press? Because I know Italian press can be, well, yeah, hard too, but it's probably a lot about soccer and men's cycling, but I don't know how it is with women's cycling over there with the press.
Yeah, surely soccer is basically um, taking every single page of La Gazzetta dello Sport, and then I usually, when I go to the bar, I usually take the Gazzetta, turn it on the other side, like from the back, and start reading in the opposite way, because I don't like soccer at all. I don't understand it also. Um, yeah, and yeah, I try to read about other more interesting sports like cycling, athletics, swimming, all the rest. And I have to say that in the last 5 years, it has become better and better with women cycling. When I won the Giro, they spoke quite a lot about me. Although people were complaining that they weren't speaking too much about me, but I'm not the right person to ask about myself, um, or my successes. I don't know. But in general, they are talking quite, yeah, quite a lot. Not as much as in Belgium.
Maybe that's
Um,
good sometimes.
Yeah, maybe that's good sometimes, like Saar says.
yeah. But if in the end, if even talking bad, e- even talking bad is talking, you have to make noise. Okay, it's not nice, but it exposes cycling and women cycling to the people. I know recently there is a lot of gossip about Lotte, but it means that she is really important in cycling, and she's one of the major uh, persons in cycling. And luckily, you have to take the good and the bad about it. But it is what it is. And I believe that the people that are really caring about Lotte, and they are really following Lotte because she's a good cyclist, and I mean, for me, she is the best cyclist in the world. They will not care about the gossip. They will just follow her for her results and for the person she is. And I have a lot of respect for her, and a lot of, both in a sportive way and in a personal way, although I don't know her super well. Um, and if I have to be honest, when I race against her, it's always a fair competitor. It's always cool to race against Lotte because she always wants to race as much as I want. And she's not crying or complaining or,
Yeah. And how do you cope with it in the peloton, Elisa? Because, well, of course, a rider with your resume, she has a bullseye on the back every time you go, every time you're in the front group, every time you face a big hill in the Tour of Flanders or a big cobblestone section in Paris-Roubaix. Like, it's like, where is Elisa? Is it it's that's probably how it is. Like, how do you
Yeah, it
cope with
is
that?
how it is. One of my biggest dream would be to be like one of the Be Pink girls or one of the. No, honestly, I'm not joking. I would like to attack from kilometer zero, staying in the breakaway, like as much as they do, because I think it's cool and I have a lot of respect for them. And sometimes I'm just like, I wish I could do the same. But of course, if I attack at kilometer zero, I have even the director from the race on my wheel.
Like, Elisa, don't do this.
No.
Do you have any pre-race rituals or routines that make you feel that help you feel ready for the race, Elisa, or are you just like put on the race suit and let's go?
No, not. I'm not scaramantic. You say that? I don't have anything special. I just clean my shoes every single day, because I like to have shiny white shoes. And before the race, it's a way to get into the race mood. Let's say, when I put on my shoes and I clean them, I know it's time to yeah to stop with a normal mood and to go into race mood and to be focused.
Wow, it's very nice. Then do something else. Actually, I think we all remember the video from last year at the Giro where your nephew was cheering you up the climb. How important is family for you in your career?
I think it's my center, is everything. My husband, my mom and dad, my brother, my sister-in-law, and my four nieces and nephews are everything to me, and I can I will never be the rider I am without them. And I when I see that video of Christian running next to me in the stage of the Giro, I get really emotional because only Christian and I know what we felt that moment. I was really in pain, and sometimes it's they always say that when people are cheering for you, then you get extra. Um, I never believed in that until that moment. But Christian literally said, go Zia, go auntie, you're going to win the Giro, I'm sure." And yeah, it gave me that extra 20 watts to push. And yeah, it's been magical to me. It's yeah, he believed it in more than me. And you run like crazy. Yeah, it was, yeah. He's a special guy. He's a special boy. Yeah, he looks so exuberant sometimes, but he has such a good heart, and we have such a good bond. It's yeah, Christian is Christian, and my family is everything to me.
Oh, yeah, that's super important. Then, yeah, in the sport, I think it's quite obvious you have a high status. How does it, yeah, translate in your life away from racing?
Oh, um, I don't know. In the end, when I go to the supermarket, I'm in the same queue as the
Uh-huh.
housewife. So
Uh-huh.
I'm just a normal person. I, yeah, there is nothing special in my normal life.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm just Elisa, and that's it.
Uh-huh.
And I, to be honest, I really like it. I like when I'm home, when I'm here in Italy, that I go out in town because I live in a small town in a valley, and
Uh-huh.
when I meet the people, I'm just the daughter of Guidina and Nando, or yeah, and they ask me about cycling, but they are more like, finally you're home, Elisa, and never home. It's just like chatting with the people, and yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Elisa.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. It's also my
Mm-hmm.
way to detach from stress, from all all the chaotic life that sometimes cycling is bringing you.
Uh-huh. Mm. And then, yeah, of course, what we see most of the time is you winning or you just performing quite well. But what's the most challenging part of being a professional cyclist that doesn't really come to the journalists or the fans who are watching it?
I think most of the time people don't understand how much time we spend away from our beloved ones.
Mm.
For example, out of 365 days, Jacopo and I spent 60 days together this year. And it's quite hard. People don't realize it because they think we live in a golden cage, but a cage is always a cage. um and sometimes it's a bit complicated to manage your private life and your quality time with your husband or your family, with your professional life. So I'm lucky enough that my husband is doing the same job as I do, but it's a knife with two sides, because of course most of the time when I'm leaving, he's coming back home, or when he's coming back home, or when I'm coming back home, he's leaving. And it has happened that sometimes we met each other at the airport to say hi. And that's the most painful thing.
Mm.
Yeah, we can imagine.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
sounds sad.
it's not gonna last forever. So you.
Well, hi everyone. This is Saar, and Kristof is also with me from the future. A couple of hours later, we will in a bit. You will get back to Elisa, so no worries. But first, we have some cyclocross to recap. And how could we start the year without a rant of myself? Impossible. So that's what you get for now. So first of all, we go back to the 30th. That's when we recorded our last episode. Um, and well, yeah, we didn't talk about Diegem, obviously, because it's in the evening. We had no Brand there, so you would say, yeah, quite of an open race. But Pieterse got away. But then Schreiber came closer because I think Pieterse had a flat or some sort of bad luck. And actually Schreiber's sand pits were very, very good. So it was like in the last two laps, it was like, ooh, maybe with a good sand pit she can get back to Pieterse. But no, it didn't happen. So it was Puck for the win, Schreiber on 2, Alvarado on 3. Some names in the top 10 that were quite remarkable were Neff on 5, we had Garibaldi on 6, Burki on 8, Letizia Borghesi, now writer at AG, on 9. So that were some exciting names there in the top 10. Then we go over to 1st of Jan. Wow. It's the cyclocross of Svannes. So of course Lucinda had to start there and preferably win. It was not with the incredibly big gaps, but it was still Lucinda win with 12 seconds on Puck Pietersen. And a nice podium for Zoe Bakstedt on 3. Again, Neff, very strong race on 4. Marberry Brol is back in the top 10 on 6. It's like a season of highs and lows for her. But yeah, she's of course hoping to prolong her title in cyclocross. Is it already next week? It is next week. Carrier on 7. She's like most of the time she's just out of the top 10, but like in Bal she was showing like give her some time and she can be a real contender. Kiwana Krabbe was on 9, Langenberg on 8. So yeah, it wasn't the most stacked field, you could say. We had some road riders, or mainly road riders as well in the cyclocross. Anneke Nijnenburg on 14 and Sophie van Bersworst on 16, who's now a Volkers Wessels rider, I think, right? Yeah,
if I'm not
she
mistaken,
still
that's
feels
correct.
like Visma. But she's a Volkers Wessels rider.
Yeah.
Over to Mol. On the men's side, it was a truly heartbreaking race. On the women's side, it wasn't. We saw Alvarado's first win of the season, which is quite a big difference if we look at last year. She won before Manon Bakker, and surprisingly, Julie Brouwers became third before Fleur Moors, Zimanova, Hartog, Kalis, Vladikova. Yeah, the thing you're seeing here so we're like nearing to the end of the cyclocross season, and you're seeing like really the big riders are picking out their races, and it's quite remarkable. Like there are some races where it's like less stacked, and some races where it's very, very stacked. So
But shout out to Julie
no.
Brouwers, Saar, because she was
Yeah,
the whole race very, very strong, like or following Alvarado and Bakker, or just behind. And in the end, of course, she had to let go. Same for Bakker. Bakker was strong,
That's super
but she couldn't.
impressive.
Yeah, but she couldn't get away from Alvarado, and we know Manon Bakker's sprint is nearly non-existing. So yeah, if she couldn't get away from Celine anyway, she couldn't win. And she could win, but in the end, Alvarado went away with a nice attack on the asphalt actually. There she broke away.
Was very cool and unexpected.
Yeah, it was pretty unexpected.
It's such a mess, like, in my head right now of all the cyclocrosses that I really need someone who didn't watch all to remember me. Hey, that's cyclocross.
Yeah. So nice attack, nice win for Alvarado. It's a nice third place for Julie Brouwers and fourth for Fleur Moors.
Yeah, it will be exciting. It won't be very easy for Ribrol to prolong her title, I think. She does have some competitors.
She's up for a fight, and it's a hard course. So, Fleur Moors can handle that. Julie Brouwers could probably handle that too. So, yeah. Let's see next week what it gives, the Belgian Championships.
Dank Willem. First one for Foucanet at her new team. They fucked up her French jersey, but okay, she has a team.
Oh,
that's
Jesus,
good.
Exactly.
That's ugly.
Ugh. No, there's no other word for that.
It was like, no, what did you do to this beautiful jersey? Not again.
Was that a design on New Year's Eve? Hurry, because we need one?
Yeah, I think
because that's how it looks like. Oh.
Yeah, it's
awful.
But very nice for her. I think I heard that she will ride in the summer with AG, so that's also very good for her.
Fingers crossed.
There's
good for
no
her.
like
That's
real
solution.
communication out there, but like how is the guy called? I forgot his name for a second, but like the boss of Paul Sousa said, like it looks like she will be riding for AG in summer.
Mette Penningen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Irma-Tanning. Exactly.
Yeah,
So Fouken,
good for Amandine. Yeah.
Before Riberal and Carrier on 3. Very, very impressive. She did say in the interview she actually likes mountain biking more, but it's nice to do some cyclocrossing from time to time.
Yeah.
Van Alphen on 4, Bakstedt on 5, Burke, Clozel, Neff, Borghesi en Langenberg. Yeah, Fouken went away quite quickly, actually. And then the others, battled it out for the places after that. Then we had Zonhoven, which was today, so I actually can tell you something more about that. So in the first lap we had the 3 first going into the Kuil. Oh shit. The Wi-Fi fell away. So in Zonhoven we of course have the Kuil, and the first 3 going in there being Alvarado, Brandt and Pietersen. All 3 crashed in the first lap. I think no real harm was done, but like the mood was set for the rest of the race. So yeah, what was the most? Pietersen was leading for quite a bit, but Lucinda was just too strong on the straight pieces, so they got back, and then Lucinda got a gap, but Lucinda made quite a lot of mistakes, at least if we compare it to the others. So Lucinda was conditionally the strongest, but Alvarado was the only one after that crash in the beginning who stayed almost who almost rode it perfectly. She took a bit of risk, but just the right amount, not going over it. And in the last lap, Lucinda makes pretty rough mistakes. She comes completely to a halt. So then Ceylin takes it over, and she takes the win with 23 seconds to Brandt and 49 to Pietersen. So there has been an end to Lucinda's victory. That's right.
Yeah, that's quite remarkable. So we might have a challenge for the world.
Sad for Lucinda, but I'm also quite happy that we just have another winner. It's nice for the sport to just. And we have had different winners, of course, but Lucinda wasn't at the start. So it's nice that also in the races with everyone at the start, we just have a new name on there. And no harm is done for the World Cup classification. So still everything under control.
Yeah. And for sure it is Zonhoven cross. It's World Cup cross. So it's for sure not a present. So she was beaten, and
it was so epic with the snow.
Yeah, Zonhoven is always epic.
Yeah, but Zonhoven with snow is epic. X2.
Epicer.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think that was it for the cross action. Do we want to predict our next World Cup? I think Kristoff's favorite race, cyclocross race ever, Benidorm. Oh no, we do have. Meanwhile, we do have Belgian championships. You can choose. Do you want to do Benidorm or the Belgian championships?
Belgian championships. Yes.
Oh shit! Now I need to find. Godver. No. Okay, you can start because I have no idea yet.
Okay, I go for Fleur Moors at 1.
Yeah, but we do need a 5 and 10 prediction.
Yeah, we need 5 and 10. That's the problem here. On 5, I go for Verdonschot.
Mm-hmm.
And on 10, Martentrui.
Okay,
completely random predictions, except for the first one.
I would say Fleur Moors, but I'm not that boring, so I'm going with Chili Brouwers. But no, just because you said it first.
Okay.
I don't want to have the same name. On 5, I'm gonna say Sterre Vervloed. And on 10, Chanel de Schoezitter.
Ooh, nice. I hope it for Chanel.
I don't know if I remember it, so we'll see if I still know who I predicted last week. But yeah.
Dear listeners, hold us accountable next week.
I will just save my prediction for Benidorm for next week, and then you still have that one.
Yay.
Yeah, well, so I think that was actually it for cyclocross. Are we excited for a rant or?
Do we have a choice? New Year, same rant
No.
vibes from New Year, same rant vibes from Saar.
But it
Buckle
isn't
up.
my fault. I'm really not that annoying of a person. But like, you have the line, you have our best friend commentator in Belgium. I'm not. Yeah, you all know who I'm talking about. And then you have the line right here for those who are for those who are watching, and then you have him here. So he's like crossed the line like 10,000 times. For some context, on during DM, as I said, I'm watching on Proximus lately, which has been very calming actually. Um, but I read some things on Blue Sky about our favs saying some very nice stuff again. So I of course went to VFT Max and then I searched the part back. Basically, we have kind of a superstar in Belgium called Lotte Kopecky who has a boyfriend. So he was insinuating that Lotte Kopecky actually was gonna be so much better next year because she has a man in her life, and oh my god, everything that went bad this year will immediately turn good. And oh my god, has she been on the coffee with Eddie Merckx? Yeah, oh my god, with these tips she will succeed next year. And like, I tried to stay calm, but I couldn't, because what the fuck are we doing on, like, it's like the public thing, so they get paid with our taxes, and he's just out there saying that women need a man to succeed. Like, what the fuck are we doing? And then also just, I mean, the women we're talking about, not that it even matters. She has become 2 times world champion, 3 times Tour of Flanders. So what does he mean? I'm like, yeah, it's so ridiculous to actually give it the attention, but I'm also like, Sporza, what are you doing? Why does he still get these opportunities after everything that has been happening and that has been in and around the media about him? Hate that this is happening, and again, we need coverage for women's cycling that's positive and that isn't like this kind of shit. I don't want to talk more about it, but like,
But you do.
yeah. It had to be put out there. I have this inner rage that needs to get out, you know?
Yeah, of course, it's always nice to sit with Eddie Merckx and take his advice, but that's not gonna change. I mean, yeah, really, it's actually too ridiculous to comment on that. It's not because now all of a sudden the great Eddie Merckx is your father-in-law. Let's put it that way. That all of a sudden you're gonna be like the best version of yourself. I mean, Jesus. Oh, she's been double world champion just training on her own. I mean, and then whatever she won. It's too long for this podcast to sum it up. So I think she pretty knows what she needs to do and what she's capable of, without advice from the great Eddie Merckx. Okay.
But like, yeah, we're you know what? We're just gonna leave it at that. When you hear this, it will be 11 days till Tour Down Under women. So that's good news. We'll end it at that.
Yes. Yes. We have some nice dilemmas for you. Pretty easy ones, Elisa. It's
Okay.
Just choose A or B. Like Tour of Flanders or Paris-Roubaix?
Flanders.
Okay. And then Strade Bianche or Binda?
Strade.
Cold, rainy classic or hot and sweaty mountain stage?
Cold mountain stage.
Okay. We accept that. Solo attack from far out, well, if you're allowed to, or a perfectly timed sprint from a small group.
No, solo attack, because then you're sure that you win.
Attacking and blowing up, or waiting and missing the move.
Attacking and blowing up, big time.
So, racing in Italy or racing in Flanders?
Flanders.
Giro d'Italia Donne GC or an Olympic medal?
Olympic gold.
Okay. World champion jersey or winning the Tour de France Femme?
Oh, world champion.
Finally, get that monkey off your shoulder. Yeah. See,
Okay.
those were pretty easy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What has been your most special victory, if you could choose one?
There are quite a lot.
Yeah.
I have
Really?
to say, I think Flanders 2024, because it was a special day. Also because I was with one of my teammates on the podium, Shirin Van Anrooy. And Giro 2025, because it was really a team victory. It was just something that we worked for weeks and weeks and weeks together. We planned it from October. And we all know that achieving a goal is never easy. And achieving it the way you planned it is very difficult. But we did it the way we really planned it. With some of Italian estro, like Italian craziness, but yeah, we really achieved it in a way that we wanted, we aimed, we kind of dreamed, but we never dreamed so much. We are actually very focused on what we want in our team, and we felt it inside. We really wanted it, and I'm so proud of my teammates, because they actually were the real winners of the Giro. I wore the maglia rosa, but they had the most part of it.
That's beautiful. And maybe apart from those wins, do you have like one cycling related day which you would really like to relive?
Yes, I would really like to relive the stages, the last two stages. It's pretty silly, but the last two stages of Thuringen in 2012, because I felt like super well, and I've never felt like this. Yeah, this feeling of basically driving my bike, like, it was like playing PlayStation. And also because I was pumped up, because I was in a breakaway, then I went solo. I won a stage, and then after I won the stage, the day after, I was in a final with Amanda Spratt and a Belgian rider from a drink. She was really strong at that time. Now I don't remember her name. But they kept attacking me, like bam, 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 and I followed everyone, and then I finished second. But just the thrill and the excitement that I had was incredible, and I would like to relive those 2 days. Also,
Yeah.
they were the first time that I really was at the highest level in cycling. So I was like, oh my God, I'm really here. So Elisa, try to get the best out of it. and I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, stop asking other people how far it is till the finish. You cannot
Yes.
do that anymore, Elisa.
And now it's impossible. We have the Wahoo,
Yeah.
we have the radio, we have the kilometers on the road, we have everything. If we don't know at which point we are stupid.
Yeah, it's probably DS shouting in the car how far it is anyway. So
Yes.
the excitement level tells you how close you are to the finish,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
And you've won a couple of monuments already, although technically there were no official monuments back in the day before this year. But what do you think of the decision to designate Flanders-Roubaix, Liège, and Milano-San Remo as monuments? And little side question, Elisa, when will we have Lombardia for women?
Last question first. I hope as soon as possible because
Yeah.
it's one of my dream race. And I think it's just legitimate to have also for the women's peloton the monuments. We always define them like this, and now they decided that they are officially monuments, but they always have been monuments for us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then just like you said, the question before, like with all the new technology, yeah, how do you balance the growing professionalism of the sport with keeping the joy and passion for cycling? Like you said, back in the days, like cycling back and forth from the races, it was like another age. Let's put it that way. It was like all fun, all more probably a little bit loose. Now everything is like more and more professionalized. Like yeah, I can
Yeah.
imagine, especially for the young riders. Like, how do they keep it fun? Like you said, that's the most important part to keep you going in your career. You're not even thinking about retirement. You said, like, I just have fun cycling. So for the younger ones that are grown up with all those watts and power numbers, like, how do you keep the fun in that today cycling?
I don't, it's a good question because my oldest niece is now turning junior, and she already has training peaks, the power meter. She has the Whoop to monitor her sleep, and I'm 100% pro those kind of tools. I just think that as a coach or trainer or manager, you have the duty to make the young riders to understand what they are using and to teach them what the Wahoo or what the watts are, what the training zone are, why are you training in this zone, what is this zone doing to your body, why do you have these kind of trainings for a period of time and then you switch to another kind of training. Like, you need to give knowledge to make them to understand why they are using it, because otherwise they just get slaves of the datas, but they don't know. And then you also have to explain them that beside your watts per kilo, beside your HRV, there is one part in cycling that is the most important, in my opinion, and is your heart and your feelings, your gut, your maybe I'm too romantic for this, but I believe that you need to be an artist to be a good rider. You need to feel the moments, you need to feel the race, you need to be to be able to understand yourself and to be able to understand the others, to find the right moment to attack or to use your strength at the right moment in the right place, because maybe most of the time there is not only the one that has the most watts per kilo that wins the race, but also the one that uses the best this or this. And it's our sport is amazing because of this, because sometimes you're not. Hear me?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah. There we go.
Sometimes you're not the strongest, but you can use your strength in favor of yourself.
Hmm. Yeah, as a coach myself of young athletes, Elisa, I couldn't agree more with what you just said. Basically, it's a
Yeah.
very wordful, very great piece of advice.
Hmm. Well,
Thank you.
let's turn this back to you for a bit. So, after many years at track, you joined UAE last year. Why was it the right move?
Yeah, it was the right move because I felt there was time for a change and for a new challenge, and I'm always up for challenges. So yeah, I spent six years in track, and I was like, you know, I was talking to my husband, and I was like, I'm fine here, but it's my comfort zone. I
Hmm.
just want to go out of my comfort zone and to experience something new, something different, something completely distant to my to which is my routine right now. Like, because when I went to the training camps, it was going like, yeah, I knew everybody, and of course I felt like home, but I was like, I need the trigger. So that's why I decided to change team.
Hmm. And what are the biggest differences, like both in racing style and team culture?
One of the biggest changes is that I was not no, I was surrounded by Italians, and for me it was very strange. Like, I remember last year in December, in during the first training camp, the first training that I did was only with Italians. We were six, and I was like, man, this is really strange to speak my own language and to joke with my own, with my own language with the people, and also when I was at the table I was talking Italian, and this has never happened because I went as in a young age to a foreign team, and I was always or the only one or the like we were maximum two or three. So in the races, most of the time I was, I don't know, if I was in Tour de Suisse, Balsamo in Trek was not there. So I was the only Italian. So I always spoke English or another language. So it was very strange. And then the team is basically doing what all the other teams are doing. Like, there is not
Hmm.
a big difference. But surely there's this this characteristic that there are more Italians, and I had to get used to.
Okay, that's nice. Last week we actually took a look at all teams, and one thing that really popped us to us is how stacked your team is with talent. Apart from like the obvious names, which riders should we really keep an eye on next season?
I think Federica Venturelli, 100%. She is growing pretty fast. Um, she has a good head for being a cyclist. She's super clever, um, humble, definitely strong, um, and she will be, for me, she will be the new Ellen van Dijk.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
she is very strong.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's keep an eye out for Fede Venturelli next season then.
Yeah, next season but
Or in
I
the
don't
future.
like to, in the
Yeah,
future, because I
yeah,
don't like to rush people.
yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Aha, great. And then for the state of women's cycling, Elisa, you've come a long way. You're a long time in the pro peloton. What aspects of the sport have improved the most, you think?
Well, quite a lot. So there are more races that have a women's race, women edition. We saw in the last years they grow a lot. More men's teams that have a women's team. More media exposure. The rest they have done a lot for women cycling, to be honest. What I fear the most is that it could be a movement that will implode. Because, for example, small races are going to disappear as well, small teams. And of course, there are the Devo teams, but Devo teams give the opportunity only to the best young riders to be there. The ones that maybe have, I don't know, maybe they had a bad year as a junior, but they are still strong, or they have they are still growing. They are still becoming adults when they are 18. Maybe they are a little bit behind with the physical growth. They don't have the opportunity to have a development and to race in small teams, to do small races. And with this, we risk to lose talents. It's exactly the same thing that is happening in men's cycling. All the best riders, when they are 16, are scouted and they go to Devo teams. And all the small teams are either disappearing or relegated to amateurs, basically. But who knows if in one of those small teams there's a boy or a girl that has the potential to win within 10 years the Tour de France, but she or he is not yet, for many reasons, even personal reasons, able to express himself or herself 110%. And I'm fearing this. I'm fearing that we will have like a very strong peloton made of old riders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you're basically the perfect example for that, Elisa. If all those power curves and what have not existed back in the day, you still need someone like Fassa Bortolo to pick you up as a third-year junior and as basically an afterthought at that moment in Italian cycling, probably. And then, well, look where you
Yeah.
are today. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm saying this because next year Fassa Bortolo is going to close. So
Oh, no way.
probably, yeah.
Oh.
Probably. We don't know, but it's sad. It's a team that is 32 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And has given the opportunity to many big champions to ride, especially Guderzo, Bronzini. They all passed there. So yeah, it's sad to see those monuments of cycling to close.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's sad news.
But hopefully they will still find a sponsor.
Yeah.
I always like to think positive about stuff, so I'm pretty sure.
It's only January yet, so
Yeah.
fingers crossed.
No, for 2026 they are sorted.
Yeah.
Let's see in 2027.
Yeah. Good.
Well, to move to the end slowly, let's take a last look back at last season. What was your favorite race last season?
Waregem. How you say that?
Dwars door Vlaanderen.
Dwars door Vlaanderen. Yeah. I know it's silly, but I really enjoyed that race, and also because I brought home a horse. Like unluckily it was just not a real one. But I liked the way that we raced, and I liked the way I won that race. So it was a fun race.
Nice. I think we might know the answer to the next question. Which one was the most frustrating last season?
Oh, the World Championships. But to be honest, I had quite a lot of black holes during the season because I had some issues that I could not control. For example, I was sick in Liège, I was sick in Strade. I clearly don't remember Flanders because I hit my head and had a concussion. So yeah, those races are still like here. But World Championships is one that, yeah.
It still sticks. I mean, watch out for Canada 2026, people.
No.
Well, when you're on the start line, do you have like a certain competitor that like gives you a feeling like, ooh, this will be a hard race, or
No, I mean, you know already who's gonna give you a hard race most of the time based on the parkour. But then I always think about myself and my team's tactics, and we always do our own thing, and we don't look too much at the others.
Nice. Well, yeah. So we've talked about this. So you're under contract till 2027. How do you see your career developing in the coming years and after that?
For sure, I want to go to Los Angeles, and then who knows? As I said, I will feel when I will have to stop. But for the moment, I enjoy cycling too much to think about it.
Yeah. And then we'll to round us up, what are the big goals for you this season?
Giro, and Strade, and Flanders, and Roubaix, every race. And no, I like racing, guys. It's impossible for me to choose, but no, Giro is the biggest goal. Flanders, Strade are the other two big goals, and then I don't mind winning a couple of races more. You know, if it's possible.
Yeah, I don't mind winning a couple more races.
Yeah.
Hopefully just to throw that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I win Roubaix or whatever. I mean, yeah, if I can, why not? Yeah, well, I think that's a wrap, Saar. Yeah, it's well, very lovely, wonderful guest we have. One of the goats of women's cycling, really.
Yeah.
But also a very humble and very interesting guest we had with you, Elisa. So it was very nice to have you on the podcast. Very nice to have your ins and outs. Very nice to hear your frustrations and then your positive thoughts about about everything. So yeah, we wish you all the best for 2026, for the upcoming season. No injuries, no crashes. None of that in 2026. Just kick ass. That's all we wish you for. So thank you very much for appearing on your on our podcast, Elisa. And yeah, see you at the race sometimes next season.
Yes, thank you for having me, and yeah, I wish you again Happy New Year and a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So that's a wrap for episode 57 of She Rides. Thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the ride.
Absolutely. Women's cycling is packed with action, and we're here to bring you every twist and turn.
Be sure to subscribe on Spotify, Amazon Music, or YouTube so you don't miss upcoming episodes. And if you like today's show, a rating, like, or comment really helps us reach more listeners.
And follow us on Blue Sky and Instagram for behind-the-scenes updates and more.
Thanks to Elisa for joining us today, and don't hesitate to share your questions or topics you'd like us to cover.
Stay tuned for more exciting guests. Tag She Rides podcast on Blue Sky to show off your knowledge, and She Rides is powered by Kariam Endurance Coaching.
Thanks for listening to She Rides, where women's cycling takes the lead. Keep watching the fun, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.